I'm in Nebraska, in Omaha, right next to the Missouri River, and I'm gonna head into the city of Omaha. I'm actually closer to the suburb of Bellevue, but I'm gonna head into the city of Omaha. It's like a 20-minute drive. Go check it out. On this side of the river, I am in Iowa. And the other side is Nebraska. Omaha, Nebraska. Alright, I've been driving around Omaha. Just got done on the footbridge. My car is really dirty. There's really, at least here, there's really no waterfront. But there are nice areas of town. I guess it would be north of Omaha on Cass Street. There's some mansions and some really nice homes. Alright, we're getting ready to go. Heading up to Kansas to see family, and I've always wanted to see Kansas. It looks like an interesting place. So, I mean, it's a proper city. Just like Omaha, I had no idea it was kind of a proper city with buildings, and I had no idea. Even Des Moines, Iowa, I didn't go there, but I was looking at it, and it's a proper city too. And it wasn't very far away, you know, just on the other side of the river is Iowa. So I forgot to take the thing off the tire. Hope I didn't damage it. Probably only 30 miles away from Omaha. Left Omaha. It's about a 3-hour drive where I'm going. It's just southeast of Kansas City. So there's like this mountain area. It's kind of weird. Or, you know, it's not all flat. There's like this mountain. So basically, we left Omaha, Nebraska, and to get on the highway that was in Iowa, and then we just crossed the border from Iowa into Missouri, heading towards Kansas City, just about 10-15 miles ago. He's just staring at me. I'm gonna go to the city tomorrow and take care of some of that stuff, so. World War I memorial. It's probably the best place to view the city. Unfortunately, today is Monday and they're closed, so I can't go to the museum, but it was still worth coming up here. What's up here? So weird. Come here, buddy. Hey. It's a possum. Alright, I'm getting ready to leave Kansas. I've had a good visit with family. Howell Creekside Haven, and it's a privately owned place. It's kind of rough around the edges. There's a tent trailer that's completely wrapped in tarps, but they're very friendly and nice, and I didn't have any problems. And even I'm sure that a lot of people probably come through and turn around and don't want to stay, and I had that reaction as well, but you know, I took some precautions for security, and but there was no one really messes around. But they're working on trying to make more sites, and they got a little pond and some tent areas in the grass that look really cool. So yeah, so from here, I think I'm gonna go to Jefferson City. It's the capital of Missouri. The weather has been decent. It got up to 80 yesterday. I mean, it's November 2nd now. Some of the people around here are a lot different than what I'm used to. A lot of people have like facial hair, and it's just different. I need to be out of there at noon, and it's almost already 11:30. But all I need to do now is move the car and over to where I'm going to connect it to the motorhome, get the car dolly hooked up to the motorhome and pull over there, and then start loading up the car, get it secured, and we should be off. Let's go. Let's get going. I always feel like I need a checklist, because I just feel like there's so many things I have to do. And man, the other day I forgot one thing, and I ruined a perfectly good lock. This is Jefferson City. There's the capital of Missouri. I think I got myself in a pickle. It says,
turn left onto County Road 416.
I So the guy helped me turn it around. There was a neighbor or someone he knew in town, and she said it was okay to turn around in our circular drive, but
proceed to the route.
So this is the town of Bonnots Mills. Oh man, I had to turn around. It was so stressful. Or even this corner, you know, it's kind of tight. It's a cool town. This, I had to come up this big hill, or down this big hill. Fuck. That's the house I turned around on, was down there. Right down there. Never doing that again. I need, next time, I always Google Earth it before I drive it, you know? And this time I didn't. I would have seen that. I did not know there was hills like this. I thought it was flat like the rest of the Kansas I've seen. It's crazy. So I guess I'm gonna go back to the river. It's like 6.7 miles away. Hopefully I can get under that overpass. But there is a campsite before the overpass, so I guess if I have to, I can stay there. But I really don't want to pay tonight if I can help it. So we're in the Osage Campground Retreat. I gotta pull through. Oh, just dumping and taking on some water. I could have stayed here for free. It's basically on the other side of the freeway, but I had to dump, and so I figured I might as well just get a spot with sewer and pay. But yeah, stay here for free. This wouldn't be bad. This is actually nicer probably than over there. Yeah, Osage Campground Retreat. It's just a little ways from Jefferson City. So I'm on Highway 50, and I did not realize that if you continue on Highway 50 towards St. Louis, you get into some trouble. The road is very windy. I think it goes down to 2 lanes. And yesterday I was trying to go to Bonnots Mill. There was a campground there, and it was kind of scary because just before you go down that big hill, it says to slow down to like 30. Well, luckily I paid attention to those signs and I slowed down, but I still felt like I was going too fast, because this motorhome, I mean, when it goes down a steep hill like that, it's hard to brake. I felt like I was really hitting the brakes hard, and I had the Jake brake on, so I get down to the bottom, and there's a T, so the road literally ends, and there's buildings and propane tanks, and then I had to turn left and then go around this building, and that's where I ended up parking. And then I saw that I couldn't get under the railroad bridge, and luckily a gentleman who lived down there came and he helped me. He was, instead of having to unhook all my stuff, he was able to get me to go in one of his friend's driveways and turn around. Well, he told me that many times in the past, because whatever speed you're going, if you're in a big rig, when you get to the top of that hill will be the speed you're going when you get down to the bottom, and then you have just a short distance to come to a stop. And he said, you know, trucks have in the past flown down that hill and they can't stop, and they just continue going. There used to be a gas station there, and they'd go right into the pumps and everything, just take it all out. And it was just scary. It's scary to think that there are hazards like that out there, and driving this thing. And the road getting out there was narrow. It said the speed limit was 55. I had a person behind me that was kind of pushing me. They were tailgating me the whole way, and I felt rushed. And I could never drive 55. It just seemed too fast. And but I was probably driving even faster than I would have liked to have driven, despite the fact that I could never reach the speed limit. So it just reminds me that I cannot pay attention to the people behind me. You know, they're gonna just have to wait, and if they get mad, that's just their problem. I just have to be more and more. And I have a trucker friend of my uncle's. That's what he told me that, and luckily, you know, I had talked to him, because that was in my mind, because that person was behind me, was, hey, I'm not going to try to go 55. I'll try to do the best I can, but that's all I can do. And I shouldn't even have done that. So it's just word to the wise. Gosh, I don't know what's flying through the air right now. It's fall, but there's like smells and things, and the like decaying stuff everywhere. Leaves, and you know, I shouldn't just be tearing off into places without really understanding where I'm going. And I do it a lot, but I chose to buy this big rig. I wanted the experience of driving something big. It seemed fun to me to maneuver it, and it is. I don't regard it as a mistake, but my adventurous attitude sometimes comes in conflict with my love of maneuvering big rigs in tight areas, and I just need to make sure that before I go off the beaten path, you know, off of a freeway or a well-established highway, that I really understand, you know, what I'm getting myself into. But so today we're going to head to St. Louis, and there's a city or county park. Also, I forgot to mention, there's a storm coming through. So there's like a cold system. Today is the 3rd of November. There's like a cold system on the west coast. So from like Washington, Idaho, Oregon, I mean, they're cold right now. And here it's uncharacteristically warm. And anytime you have, and that cold front's going to move into the Midwest. And when you have that, that's where you have a potential for tornadoes. And I'm in Tornado Alley. And so tonight, or tomorrow, we're going to have thunderstorms. And so I'm going to be in St. Louis for a couple of days, maybe even longer, because I need to avoid, I don't want to be on the road with those thunderstorms. It's going to be like 10-mile-an-hour winds sustained, and then up to 30-mile-an-hour gusts. And I don't want to be doing that in the motorhome. So today will be a nice day, and it's about 2 hours to the park that I'm going to stay at in St. Louis. and if I can get there, I should be able, I'm hoping to ride out the storm there and be able to go into St. Louis. And so I just pulled up to the RV park. I talked to him about if there's a severe weather, this is where the storm shelter is. So I'm right over here. I'm gonna go down my campground. But I got an extra night because I knew weather was gonna be bad for the next tomorrow, and I might as well just stay another day to make sure that I'm out of the wind and stuff.